etc. So it's all levels of the same stuff. So when you see the prophet say, we don't wish to amalgamate with the Europeans, why? Because it affects you and your right of claim, which is dealing with civics, jurisprudence, the Constitution, the laws of nature, the laws of nations, the laws of the land, the laws of your bloodline, common sense.
So in general, they violated the three education. Straight up.
Say that again, please.
Oh, there's three primal issues at law: status, jurisdiction, and adjudication.
What's the last part?
No, status is one, jurisdiction is the second one, and adjudication is the third.
That's one of the questions of the test too.
Oh, damn it.
But the test is 100. No, that's cool. The test is 100 things, questions long. So.
All right, so we just finished is cheat. Any questions on is cheating? Which means it goes so far back that you can't even remember.
So we have to do it.
Hence immemorial. Hence ancestors. Hence time never ends or begins. Hence time is a circle. Hence circles don't begin or end.
Sorry about our feet here. This is an old building.
Hence, to get back to our divine being, we have to go back on the
land.
Yes, allodial title is land held in allodium.
One more time for the live.
Allodial title is land held in allodium, meaning you owe no one no rent, no mortgage, no taxes. You owe them nothing. All you owe is yourself and maintaining the property. Yes.
Can an American resident or citizen create an allodial title?
It depends on the nationality of that American citizen.
Okay.
Because since we have a treaty with the United States and our Sultan allowed Europeans to be here, they are American citizens, but they are not American nationals. We are the American nationals, so yes, we can create the allodial title, like we did with that property.
Yep.
And then us protecting it is us enforcing that we have the allodial title. Because what the Europeans did was they exchanged it. They said, oh yeah, this is ours. They just made a claim and that was it. So we made a counterclaim. We told them to quit their claim or release your claim or stop your claim. Because you're from Europe and this is not Europe. Nor is it New England, because this is not England.
So going back, because we're talking about the allodial title and we talk about claiming the land and all this, for a lot of people, some people may not know that we're talking about the Constitution, the number 3 of the Constitution. So it's pretty much the right to squatter. So like
You said the what?
The right to like, you know, to how do you call it?
Squatting. Adverse possession.
Adverse possession. Yeah, adverse possession. So meaning in that form, how can we exercise that third amendment of the Constitution? So
You just do it. Because remember, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, they are declarations of pre-existing rights. They don't grant you anything. So all you have to do is exercise them. It's like saying, you know, you have the right to breathe. Well, how do I enforce that? You just do it. Just like the rights of indigenous people. Hold on. It says you have the right to your land back. Well, how do we get it back? That's mine. And then you take it. And you say, guess what? You have right to this too. So you want to help me protect what's ours?
Yes.
If not, well then go over there, because I'm not dealing with you. Kick rocks, like the prophet said. Kick rocks. If you lose confidence in your prophet, cease when you interpret and fast, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. That's kicking rocks. So if you're not with this stuff that's going to help you, goodbye.
Adios.
Disconnect from that AOL dial-up. You got mail.
That's hilarious.
you know what I was
But you can say kick rocks, but
what I was
Yes, the prophet said it.
you know what something interesting that I want to bring up that some states kinds of different
Change that. You said pay more. If you can't do that, just be a shoulder for someone to cry on. You can't do that?
Kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that all these Masons go on your Instagram and do the search for each other.
Yes,
They say, hey, you're
They
Irish
embrace them.
and I'm Irish, and although we got beef, these niggas are raising up in rebellion. Let's stand together and kick these niggers out of here. And that's what they do.
That's true.
For real. A true one.
And they don't like each other.
No, they don't.
So,
They'll come together
What's
and
up with us?
become a factor of an enemy.
exactly. So what's up with us? What are we doing?
We are running.
We're
out
twiddling
of-
our thumbs. We're all trying to be football players and rappers.
A true word, brother
Jeez,
Jamal.
bro.
Number
True
15.
word. Shots fired.
What does the phrase
For real.
chain of title mean?
Say it again.
What does the phrase chain of title mean?
For me, I say like chain, that means that you tied to a contract or tied, like you being a slave to something.
Your best educated guess. Chain of title. How about this? What is title to something?
A claim?
Yes. But
Same
more
thing.
commonly,
Agreement?
I
when
know.
you say,
the second
Nobility.
hold on, I'm asking him.
name. Like the name.
Yes, but ownership, right? Ownership.
Ownership.
So you got title means ownership.
Okay.
Chain of title is what? What is a chain?
Something that holds
Tie
it
down.
It ties it down.
Locked up.
No.
A chain
What
does
Oh,
what?
it
links?
does, yeah.
What links?
What is that?
Links
Link.
it.
Link.
Lock.
So if you think link,
Oh, internal.
ownership,
Ownership.
what are you thinking?
Locking up
Sovereignty,
ownership.
father.
Yes.
character,
But what else?
Me.
What does a chain do? If it links,
Oh, it
what is it
connects.
doing? It connects.
Mhm.
So what is that chain connecting to?
To the supreme
To the
being.
contract.
Supreme being.
You're all correct.
The law.
You're all correct. I was trying to get you to think, but I'm not good at this.
Yeah.
So
That's
chain,
just-
so
that's
chain
something
of
you gotta
title.
grow up, though.
If this is the title, chain of title will be proof that it got transferred to me by my father, right? Then to him by his father. Then to him by his father.
So it's like succession.
Exactly.
Succession.
So it's just proof that this got transferred down from my ancestors to me.
Oh, snap.
So if any European, any bank, any corporation is claiming to own it, guess what you ask them for? Chain
Chain
of
of
title.
title.
Show me where the original grantor gave it to you, and guess what they cannot produce?
That.
Chain of title. Which means what? They
They're
do not own
ownership.
it. Which means what?
They're not of
They
the
must have
bloodline.
got it via
I see that all the time because I have a.
Absolutely, they don't own crap.
I got, I know my ways to
Yeah.
travel through the web.
Yeah.
And I seen the confusion,
Yeah.
grabbing it from a person who owned it previously
Yeah.
and just like convert it into this paper trail and
Okay, that's it. Just deeds. Which a deed is just an action. That's it. Which doesn't mean you own it. It just means you did something.
Good deeds, right?
I
Exactly.
It's like mad funny
Exactly.
how like
So when you think of chain of title, which shows you getting it from the original grantor, that's where the phrase aboriginal title comes from. Because ab is Latin, means from, or away from, or away. Original is original. So it's from the original. It's from my great 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 grandfather. And since that document is precious, I have a copy which is aboriginal. It's from the original, but it's not the original. So so the Indians will teach you that aboriginal title is the absolute title. It's not. It just means it's from the original. So show me the original. Don't show me the copies.
And you all
See how they're playing people?
yes.
Because allodial title is the only way to have it. Go ahead.
It's like you went all the way, like I see my vision that you went all the way from Latin to etymology,
Yeah.
like mixed in between,
Yeah.
and then they using it and convert it into their own power to confuse the mindset of other
Other people,
individuals.
Because they have you thinking aboriginal is a noun. When it's not. It's an adjective. It's describing something. The title is the noun. Describing what type of title it is. Just like allodial is describing what type of title it is. So you have to know what these words mean. And if you don't, anyone can fool you.
nah.
Like the Bible says, first was the word.
That's why
And
you
the word
can't,
was God.
sorry, that's why
Yeah.
you can't just say, I mean, when it's time to put it on the record that I'm Aboriginal of the land. You gotta
Yeah.
always also say I'm Moorish American.
Yep. Because aboriginal to what land?
Yeah, to what? Aboriginal to what? So you can't just say I'm Aboriginal to
Yeah.
what?
Yep. And then you say America, well, where in America? Nationality, Europe. Which means you're not from here. So go back to Europe. And And if you claim to be Indian, well, India is over there. So go ahead and board that plane.
Okay, well, oh my God, I haven't heard that one.
And then you.
It's like
It's real life. It's what's
Yeah.
going on. I'm telling you about right now.
Oh my God.
Almanac in American is an L and one C. So how are you? Ancient
Africa is a Latin word.
How many times left?
Oh.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
Oh.
Beacon.
mix those words. Oh, sorry.
It's like
G sound in that man doesn't it?
in the CA and
Huh?
CO, what?
Oh, this is a suffix. Because you wouldn't say I'm a Mexi or American, you would say I'm a Moorish American because grammatically and phonetically it sounds right. Just like a Mexican wouldn't say I'm a Mexican. Mexican, not a Mexico. Oh, then you know, just to prove that blah 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 blah, this is real stuff. Old, most ancient civilization that's been here. Then you see M-E, 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 M-O, which is M-E.
What does that tell you?
You're a more. Which M in Phoenician looks like that, which looks like water. Which you are what percent water? 70% water. Then there's an African parable that says from the ancient waters of Noon. Who's Noon?
That's the
The
language
Oman.
right there, right?
Who's Noon?
Oman.
Wait, hold on, wait. Atum. Can you stop giving all the answers?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm gonna take on the children.
From the ancient waters of Mom came Atum water.
I'm not doing one of those apples.
Then you see the word more means wetland, which is dealing with water and land. Then your prophet told you a part and parcel to the land, which
Fine.
parcel is a part of the land. Now try to take your feet off the land.
No way.
Connected to,
The chair.
which is connected to what?
The girl.
Yeah.
Which is connected to what? The land.
It does, yeah. Or you're gonna crash, bro.
No.
Hot air balloon needs
Yeah,
fuel.
Yeah. That's lit.
Spaceship, lie.
It's a lie, you think?
Yes.
Really?
This is a spaceship.
Oh snap.
What's between me and you right now?
Space.
Oh, where is your
They
spirit?
say they're going on a space is up here.
Yeah. Where's your spirit at? In this, which means this is a suit. Oh, so this is the space suit. Oh.
I'm a space suit right now, going out of space.
I'm
Yeah.
listening.
You can't go outside
About
yourself.
to take off.
I did have a question before I
Yeah.
skeet out of here.
Yeah.
I was watching a video the other day and Tariq Bey was talking about like when we go into court, how we should present the argument. And it's like we have to have the Articles of Confederation, the Constitution, and what's the last document?
You don't need that. You should study it, but you don't need to go into court with
Well,
it.
I'm just saying, like that was the context of the video in which he was providing.
Yeah, the Constitution, Articles of Association, Articles of Confederation,
Yeah.
Treaty of Peace and Friendship between the United States and Morocco.
Start questioning all the things.
Articles of Association, you said?
Articles of Confederation, and of course the Constitution and the treaty that we have with the United States.
That number two.
7.
Yeah, to like.
It's not a coincidence.
I know it's not, but it's just, it's like, that's hilarious.
It's a divine number.
Mm.
Oh, we still have to do the steps. So name just proof of our ownership of this land.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I do have to get. All right, stay.
Peace.
Thank you.
Sorry. What is adverse claim? This is a simple one,
Add. So, yes.
or the opposite. So if I say, this is my book, and then she says, no, this is, the bank will say, well, we have the right to foreclose mine. That's an adverse claim. Or again, this is my book record at the bank. You go to lost and found, no one's claiming it, you claim it, adverse claim. That's what that is. You see a $20 so-called bill on the floor outside, no one claimed it, you take it, adverse claim. It's literally that simple. Number 17, what is a don't fit? You must acquit, you must stop, you must release. If I say, this marker is mine, and then Akif has a receipt that says he brought this, saying that it's mine, which means I would have to quit my claim, which means I should shut the hell up.
I hope nobody's allergic to peanuts.
I am.
Oh, wow. And we watching?
What is the sole purpose of a government?
To represent the will of the people?
You must have been studying Marcus Garvey.
Oh.
That's what Marcus Garvey said. You Garvey, you must have been studying what he said too. What else is the sole purpose of government?
To reflect our wants and needs.
Yes. What else? To protect the people.
And the nation.
To regulate commerce for the protection of people.
The greater good.
Yes. Which means what? If the government expresses the will of the people, what does that mean the people have the right to?
Remove them.
Movement.
So petition them.
Ownership.
Vote.
Oh.
Votes. Alright.
None of us were close.
No, you're all still right.
Yeah.
You're all still right. Because if you're voting, you have to vote to remove them.
To take them off office.
Yeah, to take them off. Now overthrow, which is what you did not say overthrow. Just for the record, we're not trying to overthrow anyone. We're trying to take people off of us. Get off of our neck. Stop oppressing us. Stop forcing us to pay your taxes. Stop forcing us into your courtroom. We have the right to establish our own, which is not overthrowing. It's taking them off. Go away.
Leave me alone.
Yes. Incompetent AF. Now, if a government is supposed to reflect the will of the people, can this be regulated?
Yes.
We're going to have an election for this position, but you can't vote unless you have this number. What did they just do?
Regulate.
Regulated.
They regulated your what?
Your
Your freedom.
Your right. So now if someone places an obligation on your right to vote or restricts your right to vote,
Oh, okay.
which is why Noble Drew Ali said the 14th and 15th Amendment, because 15 is you live, which means you shouldn't need to register. You should
If there's
you
any
just
U.S.
show up
citizens watching.
and say, here's my vote, and then
Yep.
leave.
But that's how they said it. So,
On it for.
bro,
So now if I tell you that there's Moors that said
Acquiescence.
tacit acquiescence, which means since you did nothing, you agreed.
Spell it kindly.
TACIT. Acquiescence is a complicated word, so I'm probably going to spell it wrong. Well,
We're both right.
I don't know.
That language is an asshole,
You
and
cannot.
it goes against its own rules all the time.
You cannot challenge spelling from the land of Tamure. Okay. Thank you very much.
ACQ.
You are I-E.
acquisition,
Straight up.
Wow.
Yeah, bring the book closer.
Oh, wait. Hey, let me
Yeah,
let me
please.
put on my glasses. The transaction or permit it to be carried into effect.
Conduct recognizing transaction over.
Conduct recognizing the existence of a transaction
Existing.
and intended in some extent at least to carry the transaction or permit it to be carried out. So if I say, in order to vote, you have to register to me, and we're gonna have a vote, and in order for you to vote, you have to get a number from them, and you didn't say.
No, don't forget the.
Stop making fun of people with Alzheimer's.
Oh shoot. You want to give me your phone so I can try and go live from that? and
It
see if
also
works
says
any better?